Welcome back to Datafied. Thanks for joining us. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, like, and comment. I love hearing from you guys. So thank you to all, especially the new subscribers, and thank you probably to the reason for all those new subscribers. Thank you so much, Chris, from RBP Trains, for featuring our Secondhand Overland on your channel for 2023's RBP and Friends video. It was really special to see that. My son and I just lost our minds. It was really great to see. I mean, I've seen my videos a bunch of times, but seeing us on someone else's video has never happened before. So thank you so much for doing that. And obviously, thank you to anyone who's taken the time to go from that to look us up and see what we're about. Speaking of, whether you're new or old here, if you notice a lot of Nerf, laser tag, Hot Wheels, Legos, other stuff, it's not because the feed is broken. I just do a lot. And Datafied kind of encapsulates now everything that I'm doing with my son. And whatever he's into, I'm into right now. And right now we are both really invested in this new project, the Secondhand Overland. And I thought I'd take a quick minute to explain the name of our railroad and why we chose it. I say we. He didn't really have much of a say in that. Sorry, buddy. But yeah, so Secondhand, obviously, this is all used, and that has definitely helped keep costs down. And that was one thing that was kind of daunting when I first looked at, hey, Lionel engines are cool. Maybe we should get into that. Okay, great. Wow, that's a $2,000 engine. Okay, never mind. But hear me out. You can find great deals on the secondhand market, whether it's online, at local shops, estate sales, things like that, and still enjoy these things because they're pretty resilient. These things last quite a while. And as long as you find stuff that either isn't too beat up or you're willing to put a little bit of extra work into them, then you can get quite a bit out of these. Now, some of these engines just needed a little bit of cleaning and some oiling and call it a day, and they run great. Some of them needed some more extensive repairs, and I'm okay with that because I like to tinker. A lot of what I did with my Nerf and laser tag hobby was small electronics. And that works out great with small electronics. So it's been really fun utilizing those skills from one hobby to another. Yeah, just also hoping to encourage other folks to get into stuff like this and be able to see that there are ways to enjoy this without, putting a fifth of your salary towards your new adventure in O-gauge trains. So I hope that's encouraging because there are definitely a lot of really cool layouts and great reviews out there on new stuff, very elaborate stuff. But at least for us, it's been really great to see other folks in the hobby that are either just getting started or doing kind of more budget-friendly builds because that's definitely more accessible to us. So that's the secondhand part of it. And then Overland, which is very clearly taken from Union Pacific's Overland route, which starts here in our hometown. This stretch of track that uses the original lines from the Transcontinental Railroad goes all the way to the West Coast, and there's lots of cool history wrapped up in that. But there's also a really cool segment of time that I love, and it's not just because the big boy is in there. Obviously, my son loves that train because there's one here in town that we like to visit, but the Challengers and a lot of other kind of pinnacle of steam era technology, and then you've got upcoming diesel engines that are coming through. There's road switchers and GP7s, and the electromotive division is just on fire, and F3s and streamliners and all that other cool stuff is all happening in this little pocket of time, late 40s, mid 50s. So everything here kind of fits into that time-wise, and it's been really fun to learn about that era and just, incorporate some local history into our adventure in model railroading. So that's why it's called the Secondhand Overland. Hope you enjoyed. Check out our other stuff, and we'll have more coming up soon. Lots of updates happening with the Secondhand Overland, so stay tuned for that. And really, whatever else we're working on, it's all fair game. If my son's into it, we're going for it. So, thanks.
Daddy, watch this.
I'm watching it. Oh! There's a little man that comes out.